with this month's JC Now from Jackson College, International Student Institute Coordinator, Jamie Morris. Hi, Jamie.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, first time here.
It is the first time.
Well, it's about time. Now, probably news to some of our viewers that there is an International Student Institute on the campus of JC.
Yeah, we've had international students at JC ever since I've been there. And, you know, as long as I can really actually remember, but it is definitely new news to some people. We have students from all over the world that come and attend college at Jackson College, and they've been really fantastic people to have on campus. Students from Vietnam, Japan, China, Africa, Brazil.
I remember a few years ago, Dan Phelan went to South America, and he came back, and all of a sudden there were a bunch of South American students.
Yep.
So he's doing worldwide recruiting.
Yep. Yep.
How did they find out about JC?
You know, it's kind of similar to how all students find out, and you know, kind of pitching that smaller college hometown feel that you could come and have that great experience and really get to know the U.S., you know, and really be at home. That's one of the cool things, that our students really get to know us on campus. They find out just marketing, web searches, same as everyone else.
Now, being International Student Institute Coordinator, what kinds of things do you have to do to get these students, I guess, acclimated?
There's lots of cool things that I get to do. So, you know, I start by helping them through the application. You know, that's number one. And they have a few extra steps that they have to fill out than a traditional student, where they have to prove that they have the financial ability to be in the United States. They have to, you know, show a passport. They have to actually go through immigration with the U.S. government, and I help them with that. Might help them get picked up from the airport, get into housing, get their cell phones, their bank accounts, their first grocery shopping trip.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So
everything from getting here to the U.S.
So do the international students live on the campus?
Yep, so some live in housing. That's where I prefer for them to live. It's, I think, a lot easier. We have really great housing on campus. But then some live with families. You know, they may come to us because they have an aunt or an uncle, or, you know, a spouse here in the U.S., and that may be how they find us as well.
How about language barriers?
We have students that have started with us with, you know, say level 1 English, all the way up to being English proficient. One of our greatest success stories, we have a student who started in our English Language Institute. So we do offer English language training at Jackson College. And one of the students started around like a level 1 or 2. And he completed his associate degree with us, went to Western Michigan, completed a degree in aviation in Western Michigan, and is now getting a master's degree in Canada.
Wow.
So kind of a cool success story there.
How about for you? Did you speak a bunch of different languages?
I do not. I speak a very little of several, but, you know, just enough to kind of to get by, but not anything proficient.
How about students from the area that are Michigan kids? Do we send students overseas?
So we've had a few study abroad programs throughout the year. So one of them was to Ireland. That was our big study abroad program, and that's something we're kind of testing the waters again now that we've gotten through COVID. We're looking at some more opportunities to, you know, is that something we want to pursue again?
Well, it's really cool for students to get the experience of meeting kids from other countries and being in the same class with them. That's just got to add to the experience of college.
It really does. And actually, again, because they integrate so well into the college, a lot of times our international students tend to be our tutors and our CSS. So it's really kind of cool to see these people from all over the world come and, you know, help our local students in Jackson.
Nice. Now, everyone has a chance to get into one of those classes and maybe meet a student from Asia by enrolling, and that is underway right now. Registration you've got a lot of different options too.
Yeah, we do. So we registration is open right now. Sooner the better to get in, but classes start January 9th. We have 2 different sessions. So we have a first 7 weeks and a second 7 weeks, and then we also have, you know, the traditional 15 weeks. So we kind of have something that fits everyone. Well, hybrid, online, in person. There's lots of different options.
And everything can be done online too, the registration process.
Yeah, absolutely. So you could kind of pick and choose. If you want to do your application and get, you know, full service help, you can always come out to us and we'll help you. Or if you want to do it from home, you can do everything from home with a Student Success Navigator virtually.
Has anything surprised you working with these international students with how they're fitting in or things that they might be missing or needing?
Oh my goodness! So lots of different surprises throughout the years. But you know, it's just everybody has kind of the same needs, really. And this is kind of bad, but I call them the F words. So, you know, food, finances, family, friendship, you know, freedom, and that's kind of what everybody has, those same needs. And if you keep that in mind, it's pretty easy to work with.
And how overall is their success in college?
Usually they're pretty successful. You know, when you think about an international student, there's somebody who's kind of outgoing typically. You know, it's somebody who is willing to take a risk, typically speaks multiple languages, and so there's already kind of that intellect and that interest in, and they have goals in mind, and so they tend to be very successful students. So, and a lot of them tend to stick around and help out a lot at the college. A lot of them are student workers, and I've got a student employee right now from Brazil. I think he speaks 4 different languages. Super helpful to have in the office.
Great.
Yeah.
They're smarter than us. Thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah. Sign up now, learn about all the various classes and various options available at jccmi.edu. Thanks for coming in, Jamie.
Thank you.
Jamie is the International Student Institute Coordinator at Jackson College, Jamie Morris. We've got some celebrating to do, birthdays primarily. Those are coming up next.